So Rachel has really pretty colouring, okay? And if we look at Rachel on the depth, take your bow now. If we look at Rachel on her depth rating, she's in the middle, okay? So looking around the room, we've got a few blondes, so they'd be at the lighter end of things. We've got a few dark-haired people, so we'd be at the brunettes among us would be at the darker end of things. It doesn't matter what colour your skin is, whether you're white or whether you're darkest colour, it doesn't matter. What matters is, if you're a dark person, it's the hair and the eyes that count more than, say, the skin colour alone. And then we've got people who are in the middle. There's nothing wrong with being in the middle, by the way. It doesn't mean boring, it just means in the middle, okay? So that's the depth rating sorted out. Then we have to think about the undertone, and I think Rachel's undertone is slightly warmer. There's something slightly golden about the skin. Now, we all have elements of warmth and coolness in our personal colouring, but it's about what's dominant. So what is dominant on that person? And to be honest, the undertone is not always the most important quality. It does depend on how extreme your own undertone is and the undertone of the colours that you wish to wear. Because if you want to wear colours with an extreme undertone, you better have the undertone or the skin tone to actually carry that off. Most of us are all right somewhere in the middle. And the last thing then is the clarity. Do we need to have softer colours for Rachel, or do we need to have stronger colours? And the answer is slightly softer. Notice slightly. This is what I like about tonal colour theory. It isn't pigeonholing you, it isn't boxing you in. It's saying you're here, just don't go too far in this direction. So it's actually quite a flexible system. So then, having said that you are lighter or kind of medium to lighter, let's have a look at what happens when we talk about a darker colour versus a lighter or more medium tone colour for you. So, my lovely selection over here, I might show you with that one, or I might actually show you with this one. Okay. Ooh, this is all exciting. Now, is this actually going to go over your head? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm going to hold it this way. So, lapis, big pieces, rondelles, faceted, which adds more brightness to it, slightly darker colour. Okay, so we've got this one that I want you to consider, okay, which is okay, but this one, the aqua, is going to be better. And the reason for that is it's slightly softer. Now, if your colouring is lighter and it's softer, the overwhelming thing for me about Rachel's colouring is that the softness is the thing that comes through, and therefore anything that's too bright is not necessarily going to work for her. But when we look at these, one is obviously darker than the other, but one is also brighter than the other. And the thing about colour is sometimes it's difficult to pick out one thing saying, look, that is darker, but is it brighter? You know, sometimes these things have both of the qualities involved. The aqua here is much, much softer, and so that works really much better for Rachel.